Data validation. With data validation, you can easily prevent people from entering the wrong data in a cell. Data validation also helps make Excel a little kinder and gentler for a novice by letting you create custom error messages and add helpful pop-up tips. To apply data validation, move to the appropriate cell and then choose Data tab. Move your pointer to the Data Tools group. In that, click on Data Validation. A data validation dialog box appears with 3 tabs: Settings, Input Message, and Error Alert. First, we'll see about the options in the Settings tab. You can use this tab to specify what values are allowed in the cell. First of all, in the Allow list box, you can set the type of value that's allowed. The simplest possible types include whole number, decimal, date, time, and text. For example, if you select whole number from the Allow box and you try to input a value of 4.3 into the cell, Excel shows an error message and prevents your input. Once you've chosen the data type, you still need to set the data range. For example, if you want to restrict input to a whole number from 0 to 5, choose Between and set a minimum value of 0 and a maximum value of 5. Other comparisons you can use include less than or equal to, and so on. It's easy to remove your validation rule later on. Just select the appropriate cells. Choose the Clear All button. Now we'll move into the Input Message tab. In the Input Message tab of the Data Validation dialog box, you can enter all of your information in the title and input message boxes. Also, make sure the Show Input Message when selected checkbox is turned on. Otherwise, Excel doesn't show your message at all. Input messages should contain more than a description of your data validation settings. For example, type the title as Input. And in the Input Message text box, type your message as You should enter a value in between 0 to 5. And click OK. When you move to that appropriate cell, Excel displays the message that we've entered as Input Message. Finally, click on the Error tab. This tab will display an error message when you enter invalid information. Begin by turning on the Show Error Alert After Invalid Data is Entered checkbox. This setting tells Excel to monitor the cell for invalid information. To choose an error message style, select an option from the style list. Here are your choices. Stop. Excel displays the error message along with a Retry and Cancel button. The person using the worksheet must click Cancel to reverse the change or Retry to put the cell back into edit mode and try to fix the problem. Warning. In this case, the error message includes yes and no buttons that let the person entering the data decide whether to go ahead with the input. Clicking yes makes Excel accept the data entered into the cell, even though it's broken the validation rules. Information. The error message comes with Cancel and OK buttons. Clicking OK enters the new data in the cell. Cancel leaves the cell unchanged. Here let us select the warning style. Specify a title as Error, and then type a descriptive message indicating the error that the value you've entered doesn't lie in between 0 to 5. Finally, click OK. As soon as you enter an invalid input in that particular cell, Excel displays the error message that we just entered. Excel and XML. XML is a great way to exchange data between different computer programs. XML is an all-purpose system for structuring and organizing data in a file. XML lets you exchange information with just about anyone, and send your spreadsheet data to other businesses that don't use Excel, or analyze raw information created with other programs. Two factors make XML really special. XML is flexible. You can tailor XML to store pretty much any type of information: pictures, product catalogs, invoice data, receipts, and catalog listings. XML is widespread. For computer applications written in different programming languages, XML is a perfect solution for exchanging information between people, companies, and even computers that have been programmed to send data to one another automatically. Excel makes this possible through a set of features called XML mapping. XML mapping lets you link a specific XML format to a specific spreadsheet. Once you set up this link, you can use it in two ways: to export data from your worksheet into an XML document, or to import the contents of an XML document into your worksheet. Some of the options for Excel's XML features are tucked away on a special tab that doesn't ordinarily appear. Before you do anything with XML and Excel, you need to display this tab. To do so, choose the Office button and click on Excel Options. In the Excel Options dialog box, choose the Popular section and then, under the Top Options for Working with Excel heading, turn on the Show Developer tab in the ribbon checkbox. Doing this shows the Developer tab in the ribbon.